Hell one and hell wall. And I just got back to my brother's house, and I finally played D&D. More specifically, there's mosquitoes in here. More specifically, the pre-made adventure. I played a little bit of it. The pre-made adventure, The Lost Mines of Phandelver. I didn't record it. It was an hour and a half we played for, so that would have been 3 videos right there of us just rolling dice and commentating. That was the most interesting thing out there, at least by my channel standards. And then again, almost all my videos is me doing this. But today I will be telling you what happened in the highlights. So before we began the main journey, my brother, the dungeon master, who's DJ, he decided that we should have a test fight, basically, where we were just in an arena and we fought some stuff. So we had two test battles. By the way, I was a Dragonborn cleric. He was a human hunter who mostly uses a longbow. Good, itchy nose. Anyway, so in the first fight we fought a cultist, so that was fun. It was a wash. I don't think he hit us once. The cultist, I'm not gonna say what happened every turn because there would be a lot of dud turns. But basically, the cultist died because he rolled, I think it was a 1 when trying to hit us. So he basically, well, my brother's the type of guy who's like, okay, you rolled 1, you accidentally hit yourself. And stuff like that. So he made it so that the guy rolled a 1, and when he swung his scimitar, he had a scimitar, by the way, the cultist, he swung it. Scimitars have curved blades, so he swung it, the blade broke off, it boomeranged back and killed him. Then he had another sort of test fight. By the way, these test fights are happening in an arena, basically. Think Roman Colosseum. Where there's 3 cultists. And by the way, I don't do much in all this. I wasn't really using too many spells. I remember at one point I threw an axe at someone, a hand axe, just whizzed right past them and lodged itself in some mosquitoes were attacking me. It lodged itself in the Colosseum wall. I did it twice. Freaking both times missed. So the second fight, it was 3 cultists. We killed the first 2 cultists. I can't remember how they died. That's super important, but killed the first 2. At one point, I think I got hit. Yeah, I got hit at one point, took 3 damage. I can't remember what hit me. Like I said, it was an hour and a half. This was in the first half hour. But at one point, my brother DJ shot an arrow. It hit the cultist, the lead cultist, hit him in the leg. Then I shot a sacred flame at the cultist. Oh, it's a squirrel. Never mind, it's a lizard. So I shot a sacred flame at the cultist. This was the first hit I landed, by the way. I shot the sacred flame. The flame hit him in the leg, burned the arrow, and I landed I did 1 damage when I rolled my dice for damage. So DJ decided, since I got a 1 for the damage, it hit him, but it cauterized his arrow wound. And then since he got hit by fire, DJ decided, you know what, after getting hit by the fire and his wound getting cauterized, he magically transformed into an evil mage who had twice the health as the cultist. The cultist had 9, and he was damaged, of course, so he had 5 health left. But then he turned to an evil mage and had 22 health. So that was fun. So just itching real quick. DJ's place has a lot of fleas. Because there's 8 cats, 2 dogs. But anyway, yeah, the cultist turned into an evil mage. But the evil mage actually didn't land a single hit. And at one point, I remember I actually managed to do the killing blow. He basically softened him up for me. Because I only landed 2 hits the entire battle. The finishing blow on the evil mage, and the attack that turned him into an evil mage. Like, I ran past the evil mage to get my axes. But then, I was like, wait a minute. What if I use my spell Inflict Wounds? Which you roll 3d10s. So you can do anywhere from 3 damage to 30 damage. So I was like, I have a chance to kill here. And he had been damaged by getting shot in the arm by an arrow. Also, the evil mage, I said how he didn't, use any spells. That's because at one point, he rolled I think it was a natural 1 when trying to go for the spell. So we collectively decided that he brain farted on what the magical words were. But basically, I ran past him, grabbed my axes, put them away, ran up to him, and I used Inflict Wounds. So I gave him a death hug. And then I did enough damage to kill him. Essentially sapped his life away. Fun times. So yeah. Then after that, the actual journey began. That entire segment was just to essentially bump us up some experience so that we'd be a little bit more prepared. Bumped us up 275 experience. So we were 25 away from leveling up. So, the journey begins with you and your party traveling along a trail in a cart, and you're just trying to deliver some supplies from a place called Neverwinter to another place whose name I forgot. It started with a PL, I think an A and a D, ND, Planned. We're gonna call it Planned for now. Plandella, or something like that. We were traveling, and we officially decided that he was gonna drive because he was a human, and that I would hide. I decided that I was going to hide, underneath, a blanket or something like that. Because, we just kind of, he said that, the supplies were, draped over with, some fabric, so, contain it, keep it strapped down, essentially. I decided that I'd hide in that because, this was, a hustly, bustly kind of trail, sort of, It was, the main trade route between the two cities. And, Dragonborns, hey, don't we see those I have to do ya? So I decided that I'm just gonna hide. So I did hide. And then eventually we came across 2 dead horses with arrows in them. We were just like, what's this? And there was a map case not too far away. But before we could react, 4 goblins come out of nowhere. 2 of them with arrows shooting at us, and 2 more scimitars running down to try and kill us. And I'm hidden through all of this, so all 4 of them go for DJ. So he does survive the initial round of attacks, and he does get a hit off. But then I enter the scene. So what I decided to do was, I realized this is becoming a play-by-play. I decided to use my spell Thaumaturgy. And I decided to use it to make my voice super loud and try and scare them away. DJ said if I managed to get a 20, then I successfully scared them away. I got a 15. Close, but it was a guy. Also, it was a 15 plus a 3 because we factored in my charisma intimidation, check. So it was an 18. So 18, not quite 20. Close, but it was a guy. And we officially decided that my scream, or my yell, it didn't scare them away, but what it did do is it made them all deaf. So it made them all partially deaf, essentially. And he interpreted partially deaf as anytime they attacked, they got a -1 on their attack. Whenever they rolled a d20 to try and hit us, they got -1 because they were deaf. So basically, I was just in the cart, yelling at them, leave us. And they're like, ah, wow, that was loud. Anyway, let's keep attacking. So they kept attacking. So naturally, what I did was DJ was essentially just shooting arrows, and whenever one of them got close, he would sword fight. He wasn't doing anything too spectacular, I'd say. Just kind of standard melee combat, you know. Also, he did this one really cool move against cultists where he got a critical hit. This was back in the arena, by the way. Sorry for going out of like order, but back in the arena cultist fight, he like got a critical hit, so he decided that he was gonna fire 2 arrows at once. That was how one of the cultists died, right? He died by getting shot by one of those 2 arrows. I think the 3rd cultist just got shot with an arrow, because I only landed 2 hits and right. The cultist 1 died by arrow. Cultist 2 died by sword slash. Cultist 3 died by me sucking its life away. So anyway, he was doing the standard combat, and I was like, okay, I guess I should enter the scene. So I was like, okay, let's do this. I charge up a sacred flame, and I shoot it at the archer in the tree. I shoot it at the trees, trying to like catch them on fire, and do that. Ended up getting I think it was a 7. No, it was a crit. No, wait. I got a 7, so I ended up killing him. So that was fun. That was fun. And DJ described the death as soon, like, it was like he was in a tree on a hill, so like after the hit he like fell to the ground, and he was boned when he was falling. So let's see here, what else happened. Another one of the goblins got killed through via getting his arm sliced off. Arms. Got his limb sliced off, and he was just kind of left there to die. Fun times. It's not for kids. But DJ was getting pretty bad damage. They were almost exclusively attacking him, essentially. I used Cure Wounds. I healed him by 1 HP. That was fun. Let's see here. Another one of the goblins got killed through via... Oh yeah, at one point, he shot an arrow that, like... I think he did, like, 1 damage with it. He hit, but it was, like, for 1 damage. So he made so that whenever he shot the arrow, it, like, shot the goblin's ear off. So, yeah. I wanted to point that out, because that goblin is the last one standing in all this. He gets hit by another arrow later, but... Another goblin gets killed. I think he also gets, like, his arms sliced and such. And then, for the finale, this was hilarious. This was the end of the goblin encounter here. I shoot a sacred flame, and it misses. He shoots an arrow, and it misses. I shoot another sacred flame, and it misses. He shoots another arrow, and it misses. The goblin's just running away at this point. So we're just like, hwah, 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 hwah. And then, I think by my 3rd sacred flame, I land a critical hit. So the flame basically just destroys the forest. And DJ describes it as a small, like, mushroom cloud happens from the impact. Apparently what's intended to happen is that goblin is intended to escape. But since we had so many, like, ranged attacks, we're just like, hwah, hwah, hwah. We just kept attacking him as he was trying to escape. You're apparently there's, like, 2 things that are, like, supposed to happen. Either the goblin escapes, or you knock out one of the goblins and start interrogating him. We just killed all the goblins. I remember that map case that we talked about earlier? Well, we ended up taking that with us, and we decided to loot the 2 goblins that were completely incinerated by me. You know, the ones that were just dismembered. They had a couple scimitars on them, so DJ didn't want any of the scimitars, so I was just like, sure, I have scimitars now, because, yeah, why not? So then we went to the Plandola town, rested at the inn, opened up the map, and we read it, and we were like, huh, the map leads to the Goblin Trail. Dun dun dun! And that's where we stopped, because that was like a good stopping point, you know? Also, we got to level 2. We got 200 experience from the goblins, because they're like 50 each, I think it was. So, got 200 experience, loaded up, got to level 2, got our stuff. I never learned a spell. Actually, I just remembered I never, like, wrote down my spell. I'll do that later. But essentially, yeah, that happened. Did anything else happen? Got to level 2. Right, we got like 200 gold pieces from the goblins, because like, they had some cash money on them from looting people. Because it was like an ambush alleyway, you know, like, it was a place where you could tell there was a lot of ambushes going on, so they're just like, ambush people, kill them, take the stuff. And then, you know, rinse, repeat. But since we managed to kill them, we managed to take all their stuff. Except for the ones that are incinerated. Well, we got to take their gold, because gold doesn't melt at the temperatures that I was firing, okay? My fire wasn't, like, blue or anything like that. It was just a standard yellow fire. And so because that, we got some gold from them. And we're up to 200 gold, slept at the inn, and that's where it ended. So, that's essentially a recap. 17-minute recap of my first Dungeons and Dragons session I've ever done. This is gonna be once a week. So yeah. And yeah, I'm not going to be recording them live, like, ever, basically. As of now. Purely because of the fact that, you know, they're like an hour and a half. There's an animal walking. I don't know what it is. Sounds like my dog, but my dog is currently sleeping over there, so I'm gonna say it's Ghost. Remember Cryptids, kind of? I have Cryptid stories. No, I didn't. What am I talking about? Okay, I definitely heard something. Yeah, if you enjoy this video, you can leave a like. Oh, it's squirrels. Oh. You can leave a like or subscribe if you like it. Or you can leave a comment down below if you have anything to say about it. Follow me on Instagram, RealX5. Yeah. Until next time, see you later, buddy. Bye-bye.